everyone. Today our topic for discussion is funds for Government of India. So my dear students, as we know that there are three types of funds of the central government. First is the Consolidated Fund of India. Consolidated Fund of India. Second is the Contingency Fund of India, and third is Public Accounts of India. As we know that there are three types of funds of the central government. ठीक है ना? So first is the Consolidated Fund of India. As we know that this fund was created under Article 266 of Indian Constitution. This fund, it was created under Article 266 of Indian Constitution. As we know that the Consolidated Fund of India is the most important of all the accounts of government. Clear? As we know, this fund is filled by direct and indirect taxes, loans, direct and indirect taxes, loans taken by the government, taken by the Indian government, as well as all loans raised by the government by issuing treasury bills, and as well as all loans raised by government by issuing treasury bills, advances, loans, and all money received by government in repayment of loans, and all money received by government of India, by repayment of loans, in repayment of loans shall form the Consolidated Fund of India. So Consolidated Fund of India, it was formed, ठीक है ना, from direct and indirect tax loans, clear, as well as all the loans raised by the government by issuing treasury bills, advances, loans, and all money received by the government in repayment of loans shall form the Consolidated Fund of India. As we know that the government of India, it meets all its expenditure from Consolidated Fund of India. So government of India, the government of India meets all its expenditure, from Consolidated Fund of India. As we know that the government of India, it needs parliamentary approval. So it needs approval of parliament to withdraw. It needs parliamentary approval to withdraw money from Consolidated Fund of India. Withdraw money from Consolidated Fund of India. So government of India needs parliamentary approval. Clear? For what purpose? To withdraw money from this account. Clear? As we know that similarly in every state under Article 266 clause first, clear? 266 clause first, we see that the Consolidated Fund of State has been established under Article 266 clause first. We see that Consolidated Fund of State have been established. Clear? So as we know that the CAGE, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, he audit these funds. So audit these funds. Comptroller and Auditor General of India, he audit these funds, clear, and reports to the Union and state legislature when proper accounts procedure have not been followed. As we know that the CAGE, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, is a principal accounting advisory to the government of India. Principal accounting advisory. Clear? The government of India is a cage, Comptroller General of India. Clear? Now, the second fund is the Contingency Fund of India. So far, the Contingency Fund of India is concerned. We see that this fund is created under Article 267. It was created under Article 267, the Contingency Fund. So, we see that this is another important fund of the central government, that is the Contingency Fund. This fund was created under Article 267 of Indian Constitution. Article 267 of Indian Constitution. Clear? So we see that the provision of this made in Article 267 of Indian Constitution. As we know that the Secretary of Finance Ministry, he holds this fund on behalf of the President of India. Secretary of Finance Ministry holds this fund. Clear? Holds this fund on behalf of whom? On behalf of President of India. As we know that the President can spend, or we can say that President can make advances. President can make advances out of the contingency fund of the government, clear, to meet unforeseen expenditure. So we see that the President can make advances out of the contingency fund of India to meet unforeseen expenditure. Unforeseen means, for example, any disaster, any natural calamity. At the time of any natural calamity, disaster, so at that time the President can withdraw money. But we see that there is no need of Parliament approval for withdrawing money from the contingency fund of India. So Parliament, we see that in consolidated fund, the government of India needs parliamentary approval to withdraw money from consolidated fund of India. But so far this contingency fund of India is concerned, we see that the government, we see that there is no need of a parliament approval to withdraw the money from this fund. It was made for what purpose? To meet unforeseen expenditure. At the time of a natural calamity. Clear? As we know that the President can spend cash from this account at any time. But we see that each state has its own contingency fund. In each state has its own contingency fund of state. Clear? Contingency fund of state under Article 267 clause 2nd. And we see that the governor of the state, he can make advances out of the contingency fund of state to meet unforeseen expenditure. So the contingency fund of state, we see that the governor of the state, there is किसके पास है powers? Governor के पास. ठीक है ना? Governor can make advances out of the contingency fund of the state to meet unforeseen expenditure. Clear? Now the public accounts of India. So far the public accounts of India is concerned, we see that this public account is mentioned in Article 267 clause 2nd. So public accounts is mentioned. It is mentioned under Article 266 clause 2nd. As we know that this fund was constituted, it was under Article 260 of the Constitution. Clear? All other public money. So far this fund is concerned, we see that all other public money other than we see that other than those covered under consolidated fund of India, all other public money or other than those money which was covered under consolidated fund of India. Clear? Consolidated fund of India received by or on behalf of Indian government or credited to this account, or it was credited to this account. Clear? Credited to this account. Clear? So all other public money other than we see that those covered under consolidated fund of India. Clear? Received by or on behalf of Indian government, it was it was credited to this account, clear? And we see that this made up of this account, public accounts of India, it is made up of bank saving accounts of various ministries or departments. It was made up of bank saving accounts of various departments and ministries, clear? And we see that National Small Saving Fund, this Defense Fund, National Investment Fund, clear? The government does not need any permission to take advances. As we know that, so far the public accounts of India is concerned, we see that the government of India, the government does not need permission to take advances out of this fund, from this fund, clear? So we see that each state has its own similar account. As we know that all these accounts, all these three accounts, Consolidated Fund of India, contingency and public accounts, it was audited by whom? Comptroller and Auditor General of India, clear? So first we have discussed Consolidated Fund of India. At that time I have told you that this Consolidated Fund, it was filled by all the revenues. It was filled by all revenues. For example, tax revenues from personal income tax, corporate income tax, customs, excise, duties, as well as non-tax revenues such as license fee, dividends, and we see that this profit from public sector undertaking, received by Union government, clear? So this was all about the fund for the government of India. So my dear students, वीडियो को देखने के साथ साथ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें.